Hello, it's Kent Fusion Money Talk here, back at you with another video. And before we get to the main topic, I did leave like a comment and I left like a question in the community. I pretty much asked, should I report the buyer that pretty much was supposed to like come over and pick up the bed. So the first time was like on Saturday. They were supposed to come around 6 o'clock. Then they asked could they come on Sunday at 4 o'clock. So I sent on text message after they was coming, they never respond. So then I left a comment on the community tablet. Should I report them or should I just let it go? Not a single person voted, so I just made my own choice. I reported her, but because I just get frustrated. I hate people that do that. Sometimes my friend do that. We'll talk about doing something like on the weekend. We'll talk about it. Then when the weekend finally comes, I'd be kind of excited to do what everyone's going to do. And the guy doesn't even respond sometimes. So I was frustrated. Hate when people do that to me. Now to the main topic y'all want to hear. And this is something that we just don't want to think about. We try to tell ourselves this is never going to happen to us. But sometimes things aren't in our control. And that is, what do you do if you get fired? Okay, here's something that you could do. Move back in with your parents. But you're probably like, well, I don't want to move back in with my parents. I hate to live with my parents. They always walk in to my room. They don't know. They just walk straight in. They always want to know where I am. Okay, another option is to be homeless. Just live on the streets. I'm just messing with y'all guys. Y'all know this. You don't need to be homeless, and you don't need to live with your parents either. I mean, I lived with my parents for a while. And it can be frustrating because every time you leave, you gotta tell them they want to know where you're going. And they would just walk straight in my room a lot of times. And they'll complain that I locked the door. Like, there's a reason I locked the door. So I know a lot of y'all are in that same situation. Y'all don't want to move back in with your parents. And I'm going to give you some options, some other options. The number one thing you need to do is look for another job. You just been fired, which means there's no income coming in. Especially if you're like renting a place. If you're renting a place, you're obviously not going to be able to pay rent anymore. I mean, even if you have like your own home, you can't pay the mortgage anymore if you don't have income coming in. So what do you do? Look for another job. Any job that's hiring. You may not even like the job that you're doing. Even if it's like a crappy job, just stick to that job for a little while until you find a better job. So that's enough the option. But here's the thing, sometimes it can take forever to get another job. Because I've been there. Especially when I got my first job, it took me forever to get another job. People be like, okay, we'll call you, but they never call you. Which I really hate when people say that they're gonna do something, they don't do it. They don't call you. It's frustrating. So it could take months to get another job. But in this new age, it's a lot easier to get by now in this new age. So what if you can't find another job? There's another option. You try Uber. Yeah, Uber or Lyft. You try those. First of all, you gotta make sure you got a car that's like under 10 years old. So your car has to be under 10 years old. So that's one rule. I'm not sure there's a mile limits. I have never heard there being a mile limit for Uber. If there is, just let me know. but I don't think there's a mile limit. So what if your car's too old? Well, we get a new car, not one that's too new. You get a car that's like 5 years old or even 8 years old. And maybe your car could be like under 10. It just has to be under 10 years old. It can't be over. So you got one that was like 7 or 8 years old. I mean, it could work out for you. And you still got your old pay stubs. Like, they don't have to know that you lost your job. You're just showing your old pay stubs. This will work, especially if you like just got fired. Those old pay stubs will make it even easier for you to get a car. So that could work for you. Just don't get a car that's too expensive. And with Uber, you can pretty much make your own hours. I mean, I've never done it before. I've been wanting to try it out, see what it's like, and for content. But like I said, my car is too old. Well, if your car's not too old and you've been fired, if you have a car that's made like in 2014 and you just lost your job, I say go for it. I believe your car has to have like 4 doors. I think that's one rule with Uber. Your car has to have 4 doors. Maybe you don't want people in your car. There's another one, delivery service. So Uber Eats, Postmate, DoorDash, Grubhub. There's probably some other ones. You try those type delivery service. So basically, you just pretty much just pick fast food. Just go like fast food restaurants or what other type of restaurants. You just pick up food. Do you deliver to the customers? And you pretty much make money that way. You make money both by hourly and by tips. Then there's the other one, the grocery store one. That's like Instacart. And that other one, I can't think of it right now. I know there's a couple. There's Instacart and the other one. So with Instacart, you pretty much go to the grocery store. You pick up items. It'll tell you what items you need on the phone. Then you deliver those groceries to the customer. So I don't know how much money they make. I don't know which one's the best. But I'm just giving y'all offers. What to do, y'all get fired. And the good thing about this Uber stuff, the Uber and delivery service, there's really no interview. So it's not that hard to get a job. You should also get a job with Amazon. I can't even think of what it's called. Amazon Flex, I think it is. So basically, you pick your own hours with this one. So it's like the other ones I just mentioned. You pick your own hours. You go to like an Amazon warehouse. Then you deliver the packages to the customers. So there's like another app. It's like one of those service that use an app. So this one also uses an app like DoorDash, Postmates, Uber. They all use these apps. So the GPS will just take you to their address. And you just deliver the package to them. I don't think you get tips. But they do pay you a good amount of money. Some people be making like $150 in a single day. Work for like 3 hours. I heard people do make like $150 just for working 3 hours with Amazon Flex. And I'm not sure they even give you an interview for Amazon Flex. But it's another option. Then you can offer service. Like maybe you're good at repairing things. Like maybe you're good at repairing garage doors. If you are, you can offer service. You can offer service like on Craigslist or anything online. Or you're good at adding books or adding like essays or whatever. You go to that one Fiverr and get paid that way. So service is another way to make money. whatever you're good at, maybe you're good at repairing game consoles. If you're good at repairing game consoles, that's one way you can make money. It's a good way to make money because people love video games. And game consoles, they break sometime. And people don't want to spend a lot of money to buy another one. So if you could repair a game console cheaper than what a new one costs, that's good business for you right there. I mean, I tried to get into it, but it didn't work out for me. Then there's this other one, and this is a good way to make money. And this is called renting things out. First of all, what could you rent out? If you live in like an apartment, or maybe you do have your own home and you have like an extra room, you can rent that room out for a few $100s. So it will give you some income. It will help you out a little bit if you had like a roommate. So basically, you're pretty much renting a room out to a roommate. Maybe you're living in an apartment. You was paying $1,100 a month, but now guess what? You don't have that $1,100 coming in anymore. If you have an extra room, you can charge your roommate like $400 or $500 a month. It'll take some of the cost off from you. You can make your own price, but just make the price reasonable. And you can do the same thing when you have your own home. Maybe your mortgage cost like $1,200 a month. Then you lost that job. You know what you could do? You get like a roommate, and you could charge like $500 or $600. If they have like an even better room than you probably shoot up to $700 a month. If they had a better room for you. Maybe. $700 is quite a bit for a roommate. But I would say look at how much the apartments in your areas cost. It might $700 could be a good deal for them. If you live like in an expensive area like New York, I don't know how expensive New York is. I don't even think you could get a $700. I don't even think you get an apartment for $700 a month in New York. If that's the case, $700 a month might be a good deal for them. And you can rent out your car on Turo. I don't know much about Turo, but Turo's pretty much a car rental place. You can rent cars on Turo, just like you rent cars at these other car rental places. So you have like a car. There was this YouTube video I was looking at. One of these YouTubers. I believe your car has to be, I think it's 12 years. I don't know how old your car I think it is 12 years. I think your car has to be under 12 years old to be able to rent out on Turo. And it has to be under 150,000 miles. So you have a car that's made in like, say, 2010, and your car has like 120,000 miles, you can rent down Turo. So that is another option. And I'm pretty sure there's some other things you can rent out to make money that way. But there are so many options after you get fired. There's so many things to do after you get fired. You do not have to be homeless. You do not have to live. You do not have to move back in with your parents. Especially some of us don't even like our parents. So for some of us, if we move back in with our parents, it's not good for us. Especially if we just don't like our parents. Let's be honest. There's people out there, there's YouTubers watching these videos right now just don't like their parents. So moving back in with your parents will pretty much be like hell for some of y'all. I'm pretty sure y'all have like close relationship with y'all parents. Then it might be a good thing for you. You can save up more money. especially after you get your job and you still live with your parents. You could save up some more money. Then you could probably put some money on a home. That's what I'll do if I ever end up moving back in with my parents. I would just save money up and put it down on home if that ever happened. So I gave y'all all the options. What to do to get fired. Look, you could look for a job. You could try Uber. You try to use the delivery service, or you try renting things out to make money. So those are options. And I'm pretty sure there's some other ways you can make money, but I just didn't go over it. So you like this video, give me a thumb up, subscribe to my channel. And with that being said, have a good day. Have a good weekend. I hope you enjoyed my video. Bye for now.